Now recording.
All right, so this is the deal. All right, this podcast episode is going to be kind of interesting. All right, so we've already recorded a whole episode and talked about a bunch of topics. Well, the next day, the Hen House podcast, which is a new podcast featuring Ember, Lily, Bunni, and Ghostii as a producer, has completely broken up. And as far as I was concerned, it was broken up mutually. But now it seems like there's a little bit of turmoil, and I want to go over some tweets real quick, just to make sure we got all the context before I pulled them in, because we were about to talk to these two ladies and this sir. So Ember Lily tweeted out, "We are going to end the Hen House podcast on a high note. We had so much fun, but unfortunately, real life strikes, and we won't be able to continue the show. But stay tuned, and we will all be back with bells on when we can." Ghostii replied to this and said, let me just see what he said. What did he say? I thought my computer froze for a second. He said, "The reason why we stopped shit was because you had no damn empathy for me while I'm going through things with losing my mom. You got mad because of one simple mistake and bitched at me because I couldn't stick around to do your live broadcast on your channel. Plus, I know for a fact that even after the first episode, you wanted to get rid of me. For what? No fucking reason. You were a Deaf Noodles fan and got a real sad when I said one idea of yours was stupid. You cried to me about it. Stop faking the accent." She replies to Ghostii saying, "You got fired the first time as a joke, as was the whole theme of our show. Yeah, I had a bad mood and maybe I was a bitch on the fourth filming of an episode. I apologize to you. I apologize to everyone involved. And I even told you I was taking a break. I understand you're mad. For everyone who has been asking me why the podcast ended, here you go. Ghostii was going through probably the hardest thing I could ever imagine." This is what Bunni tweeted, by the way. "And he didn't deserve to be treated or spoken to the way he was. I had to walk away from that." All right, so now I got all three of them in the waiting, and I'm about to pull all of them right now. So let's, we got Ember.
Oh, this is going to be good.
We got Ghostii, and we got Bunni. All right, ladies and gents. Let's figure this out here. I've read all the tweets. They got everyone's got all the context. So what's
Ghostii?
What?
I don't think you checked if Ghostie's mic was
Yeah. Ghostii was working.
Yeah, we heard him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So we got all the context and everything. I'd like to have a conversation with you ladies. I'm not trying to start shit. By the way, we're putting this podcast out, so if anyone's like, I don't want this coming out, leave now. All right? Leave now. Y'all don't want this come out, leave now. All right? Okay. So, Ember, I'll start with you. Like, from your side of the story, what's going on?
I'm here to respond. As far as I was concerned, all of this was settled privately through DMs individually with each party involved. So I don't understand why we're here. Honestly, you need to start with Ghostii.
Okay. So I just wanted to see where you were at in the situation. As far as she's concerned, everything was fine. Ghostii, is everything fine?
No, I actually have issues. So our last episode, I couldn't record the night that we usually record, which was Friday nights, I believe, or Saturday, whichever. I was having issues with my sound, and I even gave them advice how to do it real quick. And then I went to bed because I was really tired. I wake up to like hen house problem, something's fucked up, come wake up. I go, and then I kind of get yelled at for audio issues on Bunny's end because I did forget to tell her to double check the mic was working on her end on the recording.
Okay. So you fucked up the recording is what you're saying.
Basically, yes. I did miss a single thing, and I got berated for it. And I felt like I was given way too much shit for that little mistake. And keep in mind, I'm going through my own shit right now, and I've been told multiple times that it's okay. I know what you're going through, but it didn't feel like that. It just felt like I was just getting fucking fucked over. In my opinion.
Okay. Before I continue, Xylee has requested, can she come in as a neutral party? Or is anyone opposed to this?
I don't think Xylee has anything to do with this. I don't know why she would need to come in. There's already neutral parties in this conversation.
Okay, I'll tell her now.
That's not true. I am a little biased towards the clown.
Bunny, are you backing up what Ghostii says?
I'm 100% backing up what Ghosty says. I mean, I wasn't going to say anything unless Ghosty was, coming out with it himself or decided to himself. But yeah, I thought it went way too far. It really just completely turned me off and made me not even want to work with her. That's ultimately why I backed out, which I thought was weird that she posted that we would all be back together as soon as we could.
I didn't say together. I said we would all be back, as in back online making independent content, because I knew Ghosty was taking a break. And when I posted that, I was planning on taking one myself.
Okay. It just seemed everybody took that as we were on a break, but we would all be back.
Nothing about together. And I made it very clear to anybody that asked me that the show was done. So
I'm a neutral party here, so I do want to say that she does say we are going to end the Hen House podcast. So when someone says end, that means it's done.
I had a lot of people message me asking, like, that part confused a lot of people.
Yeah, so. And I can see where you're coming from. We will
I
all be back.
I apologize for any unnecessary confusion. I did try to make it clear that the podcast was ending, so I apologize.
Okay. Ghosty, is there anything else? That was the only issue?
Another issue was at the end of our latest recording, I couldn't really stick around to do a sudden live stream that everyone popped up. And keep in mind, I don't really know how to do this stuff. I'm kind of new to it, sad to say. But I'm like, I had family over. I had them in the background. I'm like, I can't really talk that much. I can't do a live stream. And then I got like this sassy attitude from Ember, like, oh, then just go ahead and leave. And then that pissed me off. Because I'm going through my own shit, and I just
you're discussing things that all happened in the same day. That in the DMs I apologized to you for, and then the DMs you said we were good, and
I'm gonna say that because I was fucking pissed off, and I didn't want to hear your feelings. I was being the nice guy.
Well, what do you think you're doing now?
I'm pissed off.
Well, you were pissed off then, so what has changed? Because I haven't said anything to you.
What has changed?
Fact that he's dealing with a lot of shit, considering he just lost his mom. I mean, I don't know.
Well, if he's saying that he didn't want to deal with it and now we're here, this is more than dealing with it.
Maybe because people have been asking why it ended. Why shouldn't he tell the truth?
What has changed, Ember, is what Bunny told me afterwards when I left that call. You had said, oh my God, why I'm still here. And I'm still dealing with all this bullshit. It would be a different
don't out like my personal information. Matt, please edit that out because the internet does not need my personal business, and I have not chosen to out that and don't appreciate Bunny Ghostii outing it now.
Well, I do apologize for that. But what I don't appreciate is that you are comparing that to me losing my fucking mother. I'm not getting paid to do this shit. It would be a different fucking story.
Cool, and I had a conversation with you after that conversation with Bunny too, where I apologized to you again.
Yeah, you apologized like hours after.
Okay, great. If you don't accept my apology whenever that apology came, then that's your choice. But I offered an apology. I ended the podcast on what I thought was good terms with both of you, and again, sorry, but Ghostii, I don't know what else you want me to say. Bunny, I'm sorry. Ghostii, I'm sorry. What more can I do? I've removed myself from online since then. I haven't watched videos. I haven't been tweeting. I've trying to work on my own shit. I get it. I acted poorly. I said things out of character for myself or whatever. I take responsibility for my part of it and apologize. What more can I do?
Have some basic human empathy.
Isn't that what an apology is, Ghostii?
An apology is a sincere apology. And then
okay, if you don't take my apology as sincere, then that's on you.
Yeah, I had a question, Ghostii. She's saying she's sorry, right? Now, I'm not taking away the fact that you don't accept it or anything, but what makes it not sincere to you?
Just like the wording that she used in DMs, I can't find it now because I think she just deleted it. I can't really find it.
But was it on Discord?
It was on Discord. I actually found it right here. What really kind of set me off was this: I'm taking a break for a month. I need to yada yada yada, and all I got was like an okay, like basic human empathy. Like, okay, I hope you're doing well.
I said okay in response to you when I was in the middle of doing something, so that you knew I saw your message. But we did come back and talk about that in a voice call, and at length in DMs. Did I go back again and again and say I'm here for you, whatever you need, Ghostii? Like, don't make it sound like I showed you no empathy ever.
Now, is what she's saying true? She said okay, and then she called you, and then you guys talked at length about it. Was she sincere in that voice call? Was she insincere when you talked at length about it?
In my opinion, it didn't seem sincere. It just felt like she was just covering her ass, and it wasn't a private call. It was just in a call when we all got together to do the podcast.
Right, and there's not continuous DMs of me telling you that I'm there for you. There wasn't Snapchat conversations of me saying I was there for you.
I never said you didn't say that.
How you feel that this isn't sincere, but what we're talking about is a day where I had a bad day, and in that moment, everything was pissing me off. I should have logged out. I made the wrong decision, and I take accountability for that. But that doesn't make every other apology and every other kind word and empathetic word I gave you insincere. It doesn't.
Well, I mean, the ranting about Ghostii fucking up lasted a hot fucking minute. Like, I mean, you went on and on and on and on, and it wasn't until you asked me if you should apologize, and I said, yeah.
And you told me you understood where I was coming from, Bunny. That
I understand why you're mad. I understand why you're mad, but I definitely don't understand you not having empathy for somebody that just lost their mama. Like, that's, to me, I'm sorry, but that's an insane person right there.
I'm sorry that you feel that way. I've apologized again to both of you. I don't know what more I can do.
Well, it sounds like we've hit an impasse here where Ghostii, you don't see this as sincere. Bunny, do you see Ember as being sincere here? Do you think she means what she's saying?
I mean, I think if she hadn't talked to me and found out that I thought it was fucking crazy the way she acted, I don't think she would have apologized.
Okay,
I think she would have gone and found another producer. And
so what you're saying is she said what she said to Ghostii. She talked to you about it, or Ghostii either told you about it, or she talked, and then you turned to Ember and been like, "Yo, that's fucked up." And then she talked to Ghostii.
Yeah, after when Ghostii couldn't help her on something that was just like fucking random that she wanted to do, and she flipped out about that, me and her sat and talked for a minute, and she asked me if I thought that she was like in the wrong, and she said, "Am I being a bitch?" And I said, "Well, yeah, kinda." And she said, "Well, should I apologize?" "Yeah, you probably should." Like, but I really don't think that because she was still fucking mad about it even when we got off the call then. Like, I still wasn't sure if she was going to apologize or not.
Okay. Ember, any retort to that?
I mean, that's definitely not how the call went. Me venting to Bunny was me thinking that I was in a call with someone that was my friend that I could vent about my frustrations to that I was feeling in that moment. That was my way of blowing off steam. I went and apologized to Ghostii during that call. She did not advise me to apologize to Ghostii. She told me that I didn't have to apologize to Ghostii if I didn't feel like it was necessary, and that she could understand why I was mad. She doesn't agree with the things that I said, and I support her on that. I don't agree with some of the things I said either, but I was just mad and venting. I did not think that this was going to result in this. I was not trying to be cruel to
Literally.
Go ahead, Bunny.
No, it's funny.
Okay. I'll just say this one thing. Listen, as someone Beavers, Mitch has been around for a little while, Core, we've been doing this podcast for almost 10 months, but 9 or 10 months. And sometimes we have ran into issues where there's some internal drama where we are discussing things, we yell at each other, we go back and forth, we have issues. And that shit happens, bro. And that happens, and it's all depends on how well you guys mesh. And how if you can talk through it and discuss it.
Well, there was no option to talk through it or discuss it. Everybody just bounced, and now I'm the monster. So you're right. Shit happens, and people have bad days, and people have the wrong takes and say the wrong things. And I'm saying I said the wrong thing, and I've apologized to everybody. But there was no room for discussion. There was no room for anything. So it is what it is. That's why I don't know why it got here. Everybody just wanted it to end. So I tried to make a post to say, hey, it's ending, without putting any fault anywhere and just letting it be that, just letting it die so that there was no drama for anybody, so that everybody could have peace.
Yeah.
Because I'm the one that fucked it up. So I thought the best I could do was give everybody peace.
Yeah. Bunny or Ghostii, you guys got anything to say to that?
I don't think there's anything wrong with Ghostii coming out and saying what actually happened. I mean, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. It's something that really affected him, and it may have taken him a few days to get it out, but there ain't nothing wrong with him saying what actually happened.
Ghostii, anything to say?
No, nothing right now.
Well, Ghostie's telling me that I don't have any empathy, but this is just a turn in not having any empathy for me since he knows that I have life shit going on and that I may be in a bad mental space and he just wants to kick me while I'm down and that doesn't feel necessary.
The thing is, Ember Lily, you know damn well that there was a lot of shit you said in those VCs about the situation that you don't want being said right now, so you can act all innocent about it.
But
I know what you said.
I acted innocent. I literally just said that it was my fault that it ended. I'm not acting
Okay, I'm talking about the empathy
anything.
part, Ember Lily. You want to talk like, oh, I didn't have empathy for a second. No, you went on
I'm
even
saying
after
one
Ghostii
turn
left.
doesn't deserve another. One turn doesn't deserve another is what I'm trying to say.
You can play innocent, but
So
somebody with empathy ain't going to continue to say the shit that you said.
Nobody is playing innocent. I'm not asking for anyone's empathy or anyone's shit. I'm saying that I tried to end it in peace, and if he wants to come out and say his side, that's fine. But we're not going to pretend like I've never been nice or done anything for Ghostii because that's just not true.
Yeah. Okay. Has she done nice things for you, Ghostii?
I mean, she's been there for me.
She's argued for you. She has argued for you with us.
Yeah, I'll give her that. Yes.
Okay.
That has been a thing.
Yeah. Look, I don't want to make it look like I'm taking Ember's side here. It's just it's 2v1, and I just want to make sure Ember gets the fairest shot possible. Okay?
No, I get that. I get that completely.
I hope you guys understand that I'm not trying to take a side. I'm just simply trying to give Ember the as fair as I can be with Ember, because it does suck when you have this idea for a podcast, and the podcast was really good. You two ladies worked very well with each other on screen. Ghostii, although cringe as he is, it was a funny addition, especially when he breathed really loud into the mic. But the thing is when stuff like this happens and Ember's seeing Bunni leave, or she doesn't want to be a part of it, and Ghostie's coming on, I can see where Ember's coming from. I can see how she wanted this project to work, and now it's not working, and now it's in shambles, and now she's got to deal with it, and that sucks. That does suck. So I do feel empathy for Ember in that situation, but I also feel empathy, for how Ghostii feels and how Bunni feels. It's just the fact that, like, if you guys can't work this out, then it just didn't work out. You ladies, move on, find something new that you want to do. It sucks because you two worked very well with each other. Bunni, I did want to ask, was there any issues before this during the podcast that you experienced, or was this like the one and done type of deal?
I mean, there was definitely other stuff. There was plenty of other stuff. I mean, I even messaged Ghostii. When was it, Ghostii? After the first episode, and said, I don't think this is going to work out. Yeah. I mean, there was definitely things that bothered me from the get-go.
Did you want to go into it, or you just want to keep that off the table?
Well, I mean, there was a good bit of just... I felt like... It was a feeling of like... I felt like somebody wanted to wear my skin, if you know what I mean. Like, I don't know. There was a lot of, like, taking phrases that I use all the time and taking jokes that I would just have said, and then she'll turn around on the podcast and say exactly word for word something I was about to say because I just said it a minute ago. Even in the re-recording that we did, she literally took like every good joke I said the night before and used it on the second recording. There was just a lot of stuff that, like, to me, like, I'm a fucking clown. All I have is my fucking jokes. Don't take my jokes from me. Like, I know it's not a big deal, but when it's over and over again, it does start getting under your skin.
Bunni, did you ever come and talk to me about any of this?
I tried to see how long I could put up with it.
But you never came and talked to me about any of it.
Because I feel like this is something that you shouldn't have to say to a normal person.
Okay, well, maybe I'm not a normal person, honey. I don't know, but it's not fair to crucify me for something that you never told me I was doing.
I don't know.
Maybe it wasn't something I was aware I was doing, or I was repeating.
I don't know how you can't be aware that you're like saying word for word shit somebody else says.
And maybe I'm repeating it because I thought what you said was funny, and I wanted to make sure that it made it into the next episode. When you're filming an episode 4 times, there are certain parts that maybe you don't think.
Okay, so you don't think I'm going to reset when we said, okay, we're just going to try and redo everything we did the night before? You didn't think I was going to just re-say the shit that I said?
I'm sorry you feel that way, but honey, you should even talk to me about it. Like, that's like grown folk shit right there. If you got a problem, come and talk to me. That's not that deep. You didn't feel like talk to Ghostii about it, so I just
feel like a normal person would know that they're doing something like that.
Well, and I feel like it's petty to go talk to Ghostii about it, not me.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Damn.
I was friends with Ghostii before I was friends with you, though. You know that, right?
Well, me too.
Okay, so why do you think it's weird that I would talk to Ghostii about stuff?
Well, because you were such good friends with me, and if it's a problem with me, why wouldn't you just come talk to me?
I wasn't so much as a problem as much as an
I
irritation.
care about you and respect you enough that I would have corrected anything that you told me I was doing.
Okay.
So I'm sorry for the things that I did since episode 1 that made you mad, Bunny, but I didn't know that I was making you mad.
I just felt like a lot of the stuff was obvious, and I was waiting on you to fucking, I don't know, be a normal person.
To be fair, right? To be fair, I think the problem you would run into with something like that is even if somebody comes to you and they say, "Oh, you're stealing my jokes," or whatever, I think the end result would have been the same. There would have been animosity involved.
Yeah.
So I don't think that would have been a productive conversation.
So what you're saying, Beavers, is Bunny was probably hesitant because it might start shit, you know?
Yeah, Bunny was, because obviously
Bunny
when you go
didn't
and you
have
tell
to continue
somebody
to be friendly to my face if she felt some sort of animosity. That feels two-faced and like some girl shit.
I don't know if it's two-faced. I think it's just one of those things where it's like, this is something I guess I got to get used to. Bunny, is that
she
like
was my friend until 2 hours ago? Until Ghostii decided to out all this, and now she hates me? It doesn't make sense.
I hated
on
you,
my
Ember
side.
Lily.
You unfollowed me on Twitter. You left the Discord. Ghostii unfollowed me, left the Discord. Cooter unfollowed me. Like, you don't see the pattern there?
I left the Discord because Abby's there.
I
You know I don't
people
like
that don't
fucking
want to see
Abby.
their stuff.
Why are you gonna have Abby in there when I
Okay,
don't fucking
all right.
like her?
Well, Bunny, there you go. You unfollowed me immediately after Ghostii posted this shit because we were good until Ghostii said something. And now you're sitting here saying we're not good, and you haven't liked me since day one. Like, come on.
Okay, Ember Lily, I didn't say I didn't like you since day one. I said there were things that irritated me. I was putting up with it until the Ghostii shit, and that was the fucking last straw. That was just so out there I couldn't stick around.
The show ended, and it's my fault. We've already said that. We're just walking in a circle now.
Oh my god.
I think you're just repeating the same thing. And also, I got to back up Bunny on the whole joke stealing thing, because I do remember in a time and recording when she was upset and she kind of talked about a story like, oh, I hate when people kind of steal my jokes, you know? And not even 5 minutes later, you said something similar to what she said verbatim.
Cool. We've already covered that. I'm sorry I did it.
Giving an example of like it was obvious to other people, and I was dropping hints trying to see like when you were gonna like,
If I was doing it, I wasn't aware I was doing it, or I was repeating something you said to make sure that it was heard clearly. I don't know what to tell you. I'm sorry.
Now, one thing that was sent to me on Twitter, it was like a random Spurg account with 0 followers and 0 people they were following, but they posted a clip of you, Ember, calling on the Keemstar show, and your accent was non-existent. And I've been getting like, you know, people whispering like she's faking her accent. She's faking her accent. Would you like to reply to that real quick?
Matt, can you talk with and without an accent?
I would say that my accent comes out more when I'm talking to more Southern people, sure.
So if
But
I'm
yes.
shooting a podcast with someone who has a thick accent, would it make sense that my accent would come out more?
I mean,
yes.
Yeah. I would say yes. Bunny, you got anything to say about that?
I mean, see, I don't know what I can and can't say because what was said in BC. But
okay.
Yeah, but I think I can say this because this isn't location based. Ember, you told me you didn't even move to the South till you were 15. I have friends that moved to the South when they were like 7 and never had an accent.
Well,
like
and
that.
and some people move here and pick it up. It don't matter.
I know, but you ain't gonna have a Southern accent stronger than mine, who was born and raised here. Like I don't know. And you said so many times.
You're just taking digs so many times. It's not this fucking deep. You're just taking digs. Like, this is really fucking retarded. The show is over.
Oh my god, he fucking asked about it. But you have said many times when we were talking in the VC, Ghostii was there the other night.
You're damn right I can. I'll say that right now. I can turn it off and on when I want to.
You can keep yelling, but I'm going to keep talking. Anyway,
And you can keep
we were in the
Just
VC
dig
the
in.
other
It don't
night.
make
We
no
were in the
goddamn
VC the
sense.
other night,
It
and
don't make
Ember
no
Lily
goddamn
wasn't
sense.
talking
You
with
just
her
keep digging
accent. She
in.
said, "Oh, I got to turn my accent on before we go live. I ain't been doing it."
You're damn right.
And
I
we have
did.
been
'Cause I
sitting
can
there
turn it off and
talking,
on,
and
and
you
it's part
and
of our
me and
fucking
Cooter had taught you in
show.
VCs for like all
And
day
it's
one day
part
where
of
you
our
didn't have your
fucking
fucking
show. And
accent.
it's part of our fucking show. You're right. I can turn it off, and I'm used to having to turn it off when I'm talking to somebody. You're right.
But you would be talking to me and Cooter privately in a
Does it
VC
fucking
and
matter?
still not have your accent.
Does it
And
fucking
be around
matter?
people with
Why does
strong
it
Okay, but-
matter?
accents.
Why does it
I'm just
matter?
Okay, but
saying, it's
pause,
just
ladies.
funny.
Why does it matter?
Okay.
Because he asked.
But Ember, your
You're
story
just
has gone
picking-
from
You're just picking
Em-
petty digs. Like, it's stupid.
okay, but Ember, your story has gone from when you are with Southern people, your Southern accent gets stronger.
Sure.
To it is a part of our show, and I can just turn it on and off.
The same way that Matt Pitt can turn it on and off, yes. But I do have an
But-
accent. Can I draw it out a little bit more when I want to? Sure.
But in VCs with me and Cooter and Ghostie, you will oftentimes not have an accent while talking to us. Like,
Now, I will say, I just did it, but I will say that I when there's Southern people in the voice chat, I don't come in the voice chat. I'd be like, "Hey y'all, how y'all doing today? How's it going?" Like,
Yeah.
stuff like that. I'm not. It doesn't get really thick. Now, I'm not saying you're faking it, Ember. I'm just saying like
I think if I'm faking it, I must be doing a damn good job faking a Southern accent.
it's a hell of an accent. It's a hell of an accent. Yeah.
Thank you. That's a damn good job faking it if I'm faking it.
I mean, it is a hell of an accent. I can't fake a Southern accent like that. So if you are faking
I'm
it, damn
not
good
fucking
job.
faking it. That's just such a dig. These
I
people were
just-
supposed to be my friends, and they're taking shit that I told them in VCs. That was private. That was never supposed to be intended for online, and they're just spilling a lot of it here. Stuff that I never wanted the internet to know about myself.
How is it private if you weren't talking with the Southern accent on the Keemstar show? And then when Bunny says you're talking to her in private and with me a couple of times that it doesn't show up, but you say it comes out with Southern people, and Bunny and Cooter are like the most Southern
It's
people I
private
know.
when you're talking about where I've lived in my life. It's private when you're talking
No
about
one said
what's
that.
going on in
no
my
one
life.
said
never
where
said
you
where you
lived.
lived.
You
They didn't
literally
name a
said in a
location.
public VC.
I
You
don't
probably
care.
said on
You're outing something
stream.
about myself that I would have never told the internet. So I
They
don't.
never
I don't
said a location.
Thank you. You've taught me to trust no one. Is what you've
No
done.
one said a fucking
But Ember-
location, and
It doesn't
also
matter that you said
it was
location. What you said was
multiple
that I
people in
moved to the South
VC.
as what you said is that I moved to the South at a certain age. I moved to the South at 13. That was
You
something
literally
that I
said that on the
probably
Slug
never would have
stream.
said online.
You said it on a Slug stream.
Yeah, you said it on people's stream with a shit ton of people in there.
Right.
When we were talking about the
No, I've
South.
said where I live.
You
I've
said
said
I'm
where
an
I live.
implant to the South.
And if you want to talk about faking accents, I
And
can
if they-
fake a damn good corpse voice, and I've done it for over a half a year with people.
I don't care, Ghostie. Why don't you tell them why you're really mad, Ghostie? Because you told me we were good in DMs, you told me we were friends, and then you go and unfriend me and start all this bullshit.
I'm mad
Why don't you
because
tell
you
them why
gave me
you're
all
really
kinds
mad?
of shit for not doing the fucking
That's
live
not why
stream
you're
for
mad,
you.
Ghostie. Why don't you tell them why you're mad? Tell them why you're really mad, Ghostie.
I literally said, then why don't you tell them why I'm mad? Since you know way
Well,
more
why
about
did
me.
Why did you DM me on Twitter and Discord after I told you I was taking a break, but you sent me the same DM everywhere?
Oh,
Why?
Because you deleted the videos of
Because
hours
I
of hard
unlisted
fucking
the
work.
videos. Because I unlisted the videos. Do
Why would
still
you
have
unlist the videos?
Mine still has- Because I'm taking a break, Ghostie. I told you that in DMs.
How does
You
that
are-
have to do with anything on your on your online life? You don't really have to go on YouTube for that. You can just leave them up.
Or it's my channel and I can unlist them. Guess what?
That's just some fucking petty bullshit.
And so is this. So is you dragging this on and now recording. It's just some petty bullshit because I've already apologized and taken fault for everything that fucking happened. And you're just still here digging in.
So you unlisted all the Hen House podcast
Yes, I
episodes?
sure did.
Was there any plan to put them back? Now it's your channel.
There
You can
was
do whatever you want
absolutely a
with it.
plan to put them right back up when I was going to come back online. That was absolutely always my plan. I just wanted to take them down for a minute so that I didn't get the notifications from the videos. That was all. But after this, no, I don't think I would put them back up.
Would you ever give them to Ghostii or Bunny to upload? Or
Bunny has the recordings.
okay,
Edited all of them. I spent literally 24 hours editing each one because I
has all the
fucking suck
videos.
at it and I'm new at it. So that's a part of why Ghostie was a little pissed about that too, because me and Ghostie put in a shit ton of work to get those videos up while Amber Lily just showed up.
And they have the videos. They are more than welcome to do what they want with them. Fucking take me out of the videos and do what you want with them.
You want to talk about mad? What did you bring to the podcast? other than just your voice and your fake Southern accent.
Ghostii, if you think that anyone was there to see either one of us, you are delusional, honey.
I never said that. I just asked you, what did you bring to a podcast other
What
than your
did you
voice?
bring? But a headache. What did you bring?
I
Ghostii
fucking recorded the
did all the
bullshit.
recording.
I
He
did the
learned how to
whole
use
fucking.
OBS.
Yeah, I showed all the fucking media on the fucking OBS
Well, then
on
it
Twitter
sounds
and
like
bullshit.
well, then what are we talking about? What do you want? You have the videos. You've removed me from the equation. What more do you want?
Is there
Why you unlisted him, and now you're asking Ghostii what he wants.
You have the videos. Just because I unlisted them, he thinks that they're just gone forever because they're unlisted. You have the original videos, Bunny.
It would have been different if you told us that you were going to enlist it when you
I
went on your
tried
break.
to talk to both of you, as I told you in DMs. I tried to talk to both of you yesterday. You both made it very clear that you didn't want to talk to me yesterday. So I made a decision on my own.
I mean, you could have just said, well, when you said that, oh, I'm going to take a break. Oh, by the way, I'm going to unlist the videos. You could have just added that in the message.
At this point, I don't owe you shit, bud.
Okay.
Mitch, did you have a question?
Yeah, Ghostii, did you create an alt account on Twitter recently?
No.
You're not Justice Berg?
No.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Then why is this random alt account that's popped out of nowhere tweeting questions about Ember Lily's accent when I think I don't know anyone else who really cares?
I have had people message me and ask me about it before, because there were people that remembered what Ember Lily sounded like before that have
I can
messaged
turn it off, y'all. It's real easy to turn it off. When you have to speak to someone in a professional voice, it's real easy to get in a Discord and use that same professional voice.
We ain't talking about that no more. I was just saying it could be anybody, because I literally have had multiple people message me and ask me. So
a Southern accent.
Like Ghostii would have told me if it was him.
I'll be fair. Was it Cooter Pot Pie?
No.
Okay. Was it you, Bunny?
No.
Ember, was it you? No, I'm just kidding.
But like,
go ahead, Beavers.
But weren't you guys all good yesterday?
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay,
I messaged Bunny a few hours ago, like a funny TikTok about clowns, and we were fucking laughing about it. I thought everything was fine.
Okay, but my question to you, Amber, would be, hindsight is 2020, right? But I do think even if they didn't want to talk to you, the more appropriate thing to do would have been like, "Hey, I'm unlisting the videos." Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, just say like, "Look, I'm
just saying. Hindsight is 2020. I can understand maybe you were emotional in the moment or whatever, but like, if I do this podcast and one of us decides, "Oh, I'm gonna," and we have whatever, we end the podcast, I would expect the other people to tell me they're going to unlist it just because I helped make that product, that podcast or whatever. But I can understand if you were maybe
well, and that's the thing, Beavers. I told Ghostii that in DMs. I said I unlisted them just while I'm taking a break, and then he started tweeting. So like I explained it to him when he asked me. I'm sorry that I wasn't upfront and like personally DM'd each of you to tell you that I was going to unlist the videos as part of me taking a break. But you both made it very clear from the beginning that this was my podcast and my channel and my everything. And I needed to set up the Streamlabs because this was mine. So if it's mine, then I felt like it was mine to take down.
But if it was yours, then why didn't you do like literally anything? Because I made all the graphics for everything. Ghostii ran all the OBS and recorded everything. I edited everything. What did you do, Ember Lily?
Definitely tried to help.
Okay.
No. Okay, but look, if we start going down that road, I have no claim to now recording because I don't do shit.
I'm just saying, it's kind of funny that she goes and deletes shit or unlists shit without telling anybody on videos that me and Ghostii spent hours on. That's the thing that Ghostii, and I understand why Ghostii was a little pissed off about that, because we did spend hours doing it while she did the bare minimum and then also decided on her own to just take them off. Like, it was kind of a slap in the face.
I took videos off of my channel. I apologize for not telling you first.
Okay. So I think we've reached an impasse here. I think we've discussed. Is there anything else you guys want to discuss before I go to like final?
No.
Final says?
No.
Ghostii?
Nothing.
All right. Bunny, anything else you want to say before I go to final?
I'm good.
All right. So does anyone have like a final thing they want to say just to like tie this into a bow? Is there any way we can reach an agreement? Any way we can come to some sort of like kumbaya moment where, obviously the podcast doesn't come back and that sucks, but is there a way we can, have some sort of, you go your way, I go my way type of situation. Bunny, I'll start with you.
I think that's like what's the only possibility is we're all going to go our separate ways.
Okay. Ghosty?
Nothing. I don't have anything.
All right. Ember, any last words you want to say?
I'm good.
Okay. Well, ladies, sir, the podcast was really funny. It was, I'll be honest with you, I had a lot of fun watching it. I think it was like there's been, 3 podcasts that sparked up, the broadcast, Hen House, and Woman recording. I think Hen House was becoming one of my favorites, even though broadcast has a special place in my heart. And it sucks to see you guys, split up like this. I thought you guys had something good going. You had 2 Southern women who were like a couple, like say whatever's on their minds. You had Ghostii, who's I'm just gonna be fair, a complete retard, but he has his charm. So he has his charm, and he had a really good part in this podcast. I thought you guys had something good. So it sucks to see everything split up. Hopefully, one day you guys can talk it out and maybe figure something out to where you guys can at least have some sort of friendship again. Because look, you can say whatever you want about Ember, right? You can say she did this, she did that, she did this, she did that, but she did stick. I've heard her stick up for Ghostii before, and there's not a lot of people who will stick up for Ghostii, including me. So, like, I will give her that. Like, she cared about Ghostii enough to want him. She should have never. I'm going to be honest with you, Ghostii. She should have never had you on the podcast to begin with. And I'm sure people were saying, "Why do you have this guy on this podcast?" But she took you on, and so did Bunny. So she cared about you enough to like have you on the podcast. So I'm not saying you guys should forgive each other right now, but I think that should be the chain, the link that will help you guys have this conversation again, where you guys could maybe, I don't know, talk it out. And that was my goal. I know that Now Recording has this agenda, or people put this agenda like we're all about blood sports. We're all about having people scream at each other. No, I was kind of hoping I could get all 3 of you on here to talk this out and figure stuff out. Unfortunately, we couldn't do that, but hopefully one day you guys can do that. Is that fair?
Yeah.
All right, Ghostii.
Yeah, it's a fair assessment.
All right. Well, go ahead, Beavers.
I just wanted to jump in, and just for anybody listening and to you guys, like, there's a reason that a lot of podcasts fall apart, because once you start doing a podcast with people, it almost becomes like you only spend your time with those people, right? It starts taking up a lot of your time, and you start spending like an absurd amount of time with those people. And if there are things that bother you, they will eat at you, right? You either need to bring them up or learn to cope with them.
Yeah.
Because, it does get rough.
Yeah.
If there are things that bug you.
That very well put, Beavers. Mitch, you got anything?
No, just I love you guys. Talking about-
Are you gonna sit on the cake?
It's my favorite. I need everyone to know that.
That's
No, I'm not sitting on a cake.
all right. Well, Ember, Ghostii, Bunny, thank you for coming on. I'm sorry we couldn't reach some sort of agreement, but hopefully in the future we can. All of you are always welcome on Now Recording for whatever reason. We'll gladly have you all on to talk about whatever. So I hope you guys have a better night than what was happening, and I hope there is an end to this. Y'all have a good one.
You too. Thank you.
You too.
Yep.
Bye.
Thank you, Ember. All right. Well, now we will move on. Okay, so how long have we been going?
I don't know.
But
42
Rip the Only
minutes.
Good Woman's podcast.
Yeah. Bro, this is an episode on its own. This is 42 minutes. All right. Well, if this is an episode on its own, then thank you for watching Now Recording. Make sure to hit that like button. Make sure to subscribe. Make sure to comment and all that good stuff. Guys, look, Hen House was a great podcast. What I want you to do in the comments, I want you to put some love for the Hen House. All right? Put some love for them. That was a fun podcast. They had some good moments. And you don't have to write any love for Ghostii. I get it. But Bunny and Ember worked well together, and Ghostii was a good part of the mix. So if you were
Everybody was going there to stare at the clown lady.
if you liked the podcast, put reach out in the comments and be like, yo, it sucks that they're gone. If you didn't like them, all right, be honest. But it sucks because
if you didn't hear about them, too bad.
Yeah, too bad. Well, now you do. Now you did hear about them. It sucks. I'm the podcast guy, right? I'm the one who's always like, you guys should do a podcast, and damn, this one ended, And they say this is why women can't start a podcast together. Da-da-da-da. Just that's a joke. All right.
No, it's not.
Yeah. All right. Thank you guys so much for this episode. Have a good one. And remember, now recording is always recording. Have a good one.
Yeah, I'm stuffing my mouth. I wish it was your cock.